Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Simply Growing Food Podcast. I'm your host, Dylan. Today, we're going to get into the new food pyramid that's been put out by our overlords and why we think it's kind of a good thing. We want to hear what you think, though. Tell us your feelings. Some of you listening out there have lived with the old guideline for 50 years. And the new one looks great to us. So anyway, we're going to discuss pros and cons of both, really. We're also going to be talking about a recent trip we took to Charleston, South Carolina, just to get a few days away from the farm and how all that went, and a couple of things we've got planned for February. That's what's coming up on the SGF. Stay tuned. All right, and welcome back to another episode of the Simply Growing Food Podcast. I am delighted to say I'm not alone today. I am sitting down with Farmer Cass. It has been a while. How's it going, Cass?
It's going really well.
Fantastic. We are enjoying a snowstorm that is likely going to be one for the record books. I don't know if it has a name yet. Do you know if it has a name?
I don't know.
What would you name it?
Helen.
I like Seamus. Both very good. Yeah, they're saying we're supposed to get anywhere between 18 to 20 inches of snow in the next, 10 hours. So strap in. We are hunkered down at the farm. We have plenty of food, water, and eggs. I hard-boiled a bunch of eggs this morning. They are delicious.
He was gone. I was upstairs in the apartment, and Dylan was gone for at least half an hour, 45 minutes.
All of that. Yeah.
And he came upstairs with a whole bucket of boiled eggs.
45 of them, to be exact. And I found this new trick on YouTube to peel a farm fresh egg perfect every time. Those of you who have tried know that it can be difficult, and it seems like everybody's got their own tricks to this. But I ended up finding this video, and this lady was just like, take a spoon, hit the fat end of the egg, kind of crack it, but not fully, and then boil them for 10 minutes, and you're good.
So the key here is to crack it a little bit before you cook them.
Yeah, just the fat end.
Because when you first told me that, I thought it was afterwards.
Oh.
And I was like, well, yeah, that's how you crack an egg. But so you tap it with a spoon beforehand. And then what was it? So you put them all in the pan before they started boiling, and then you brought it to a boil.
Yeah.
Shut the boil off, and then wait.
No. You let them boil for 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And then you shut it off and peel them, and that's what I did.
Okay. You didn't let them chill or anything.
No, I rinsed them in cold water, but I didn't. No, they didn't have to sit or anything.
Okay. And they were perfect. Sometimes if you leave them cooking for too long, it turns the egg yolk kind of greenish colored. Nope. That was not the case.
Yeah, these were dynamite. I ate a few in the cooking process.
Yep.
And then I brought them upstairs, and
I turned a bunch of them into deviled eggs.
Yeah.
So we've got that snack when we get back. The whole fridge smells like farts, but it's going to be worth it.
That's all right. They're tasty farts. Anyway, we also have a pork roast in the crock pot, which I'm looking forward to.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got some stuffed shells we got to eat.
We've got a lot of food.
Yeah, we're lucky in that way.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so I was going to start with the food pyramid, but I'm thinking that maybe we'll start with our trip because I got you here.
Right.
And
fresh on the mind.
Fresh on the mind. So we went away last Friday, a week ago, right?
Yeah.
And then we came home the Wednesday after that. So we were gone for 5 days. And we went to Charleston, South Carolina. And I had never been there. Had you?
I've never. Nope. No.
And it was nice. I mean, as far as the city goes, it was relatively clean.
And it was warmer than here. It had snowed here while we were gone. It was definitely relatively clean. And there was a lot of Southern hospitality.
Yeah, people tell me that's fake.
Well, it felt nice.
It did feel nice, yes.
It felt welcoming.
I want to assume it's real. I want to assume they're just nice folks. And they don't call us Yankees behind our backs. We still won. Anyway, so we went down there for 5 days, found this quaint Airbnb. Wouldn't go back to
Probably.
that same Airbnb. There were just a few things that, were kind of screwy and whatever. It was a good price for the time we needed it.
Yep.
And it was comfortable enough. Slept
To be
like
expected.
shit. Yep, slept like shit.
They were nice, comfortable beds, but it's like, I guess, is this what happens as you get older? It's just you don't sleep good already, and then you go somewhere else.
Okay, wait. I'm not that old. We're not that old to the point where we don't just sleep good already.
I don't sleep good already. So you expect it when you go somewhere else. You're not going to sleep as good as you would in your own bed. But it was still very comfortable beds.
Yeah. And we're also fortunate in the sense that we have kind of like unlimited hot water here with our outside wood boiler. And on day one, we found out right quick that they had limited hot water. So we had a cold shower.
Womp, womp, womp.
Yeah. But hey, we learned. And you can't shower too long. So what are you going to do? I will say the city was clean. It's voted like the nicest city in all of South Carolina. I can see why. The history is awesome. Again, it is pretty clean.
We got the beach.
Yeah.
Lots of good food. All we did, we did
yeah.
a lot of eating and drinking. So, yep, we found some
Mostly.
good hubs.
What do you think? What was the first place? I can't even remember. What was the first place we went to? So we got there.
We went downtown and we saw like Rainbow Row.
Oh yeah,
That's what they call it.
You know what? We got there Wednesday. We landed kind of late. Like it was dark.
Yeah, the first place we went was the grocery store.
The Food Lion. Yeah. Which I think we spent like $65 there and barely got anything. It was crazy. It was like barely anything.
That's not just a Charleston thing. That's an everyday thing
in America right now. Yeah. It's tough out there. Again, we're fortunate to have a farm and freezers full of meat.
So yesterday I had to do the panic shopping because I just we didn't get home until Wednesday. That's not an excuse. I had to do the shopping because I didn't do it sooner in the week, but
the snow.
Was crazy. But the one thing I thought about leaving the grocery store was that I hardly ever buy meat at the grocery store.
Yeah.
So we're very fortunate in that aspect. We'll buy fish sometimes, but I've been really going down the rabbit hole of wild caught versus farm raised. So it's very hard to find fresh wild caught fish unless you're going to a fish market. So I'm specifically speaking of salmon because I know salmon's really good for your diet, blah blah blah. I can only find the wild caught already frozen, which isn't a big deal. But just a note there, so we don't have to buy much meat.
Yeah, while we were down there, we were talking about how like you can't buy our diet. Actually you can if you live near us. You can buy all the stuff that we grow and we eat. But like if you were to go to the grocery store, you just can't buy. You can't buy this diet. You can't go get fresh pork chops or locally grown beef or anything like that.
And particularly because we were in the city, I was thinking about this because there's no farms around. So at least in this area of New England, you have a farm, every 5 miles. Seriously. Down there, I don't know where the closest farm was. I didn't look it up. So
a lot of plantations that don't farm anything but tourism dollars now.
Yep. Although we did go to this beautiful plantation, so we still found a garden. No matter where we go, we find gardens.
Always.
So we found what is called Magnolia
Plantation.
Magnolia Plantation, like this 600-acre plantation that's been in this person's family for 100 years? 300?
300
wow.
years. Yeah. It was a pivotal piece of land during the Revolutionary War and the Civil War, and supposedly still is today, obviously, because they're still making money on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's located like on this riverway, this waterway. It's like a river, I don't know, an estuary. So it has like ocean access down the river. So it was pivotal for wartime and things like that. The history of the place was really cool. And upon it, we paid $30 to go to just walk around. And with that comes a free house tour, a McMansion tour, and a free slavery tour, which talks about the slaves that lived on this plantation. So we did the house tour first, and then we did our own slavery tour because there's like an on-site slave cemetery. They still have like a couple of the slave houses that were there and things like that. Just pretty fascinating history. I found a cannonball from the Civil War during this renovation they were doing in the 90s or something like that. The cannonball was on display. It wasn't that old. Well, it was old, but it wasn't like there the whole time the house was there.
Oh, right. They were like digging.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were doing, but they found it digging up something.
Yeah, I don't know what they were doing either. Working on the walkways or something. They found this massive cannonball, like a 60-pounder.
Another cool thing was all around the walking areas, there was little patches of brick, stone path.
Old brick.
And we commented on it to ourselves. We're like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Like, I wonder if this was all paved like this before. Dylan said that. He's like, I wonder if the whole thing was brick. And then when we did the house tour, they were saying that even the rich people that own this mansion were they had some tough times, probably during the Depression or something.
Yeah.
So,
well, they bought an old factory, a factory that was made of brick in town, and paid for it to be dismantled so they could rebuild a house out of brick on site. And this was in the 1920s.
Okay.
And then the stock market crashed, and so did their dreams of building a brick mansion.
So they couldn't afford to build the brick house they wanted to do on the property.
The 1%'s hurting too.
Yeah, but they used it to make beautiful pathways. So
yeah, very nice, very nice.
Nothing wasted there.
And this wasn't like a cotton or a sugar plantation. They actually grew rice, which I thought was pretty interesting. They don't grow anything now.
No, they did have a garden though that had some cabbage. Nope, not cabbage.
Collards,
some kale,
garlic, radish,
couple carrots,
dill.
Yep, some herbs.
Yeah, it was like a display garden, very well maintained, if you can imagine.
You were allowed to walk through it, so sure enough, we couldn't help ourselves.
Yeah, so that was a really cool stop. We were there for 4 hours, so I think we got our
steps in, that's for sure.
We got our miles, a couple of miles of walking. And there was wildlife everywhere. There were signs everywhere that were like, an alligator may live here.
We did not see any alligators.
Did not.
I don't know if we were disappointed or relieved. A little bit of both.
I was disappointed. What am I, afraid of this lizard? Come on, they're not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
Just kick it in the face. Beat it with a stick if you need to. So we did that. There was a giant stuffed emperor penguin in this guy's office, which I thought was kind of neat. And I guess Admiral Byrd, when he toured Antarctica, he brought back, I think they said like a dozen live penguins, and they put them in the zoo. And when they died, they gave this family one, I think it was because of their donations that they had made or something like that. So, some pretty famous people made their way through the Magnolia Plantation. Eleanor Roosevelt, Rockefeller, he named another one that was, do you remember?
I don't remember, no.
The real hoity-toity 1%. They've all been through. But it was a nice place. And something else I thought was cool was all the furniture was made of cypress. Right.
All the furniture in one of the bedrooms. And they were also saying, because it looked like gorgeous,
furniture,
vintage furniture that people would pay big bucks for, but they were saying that was also a sign of the times that if anybody went into that house, they would have said, "Oh, this guy's hurting for money. He's got cypress furniture," because apparently it was super cheap wood, not the greatest.
Well, remember our tour guide Alan? Shout out to Alan. Hey, Alan, if you ever listen, let us know. Doubt you will, but that's cool. Alan, big fan of the furniture, talked about stealing some. He loved it so much. But he did emphasize the whole tour that the house was set up to be like a vacation home. Like, everything was mismatched because nothing was formal.
Yep, it was supposed to be you were allowed to get out of the city, come to a very informal meeting.
A cottage in the woods.
This informal meeting with this really beautiful china.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the china they bought. What did he say? They bought 600 pieces on their original order from China.
Yes, because they all put them in barrels.
Yeah.
Like wooden wine barrels.
With wood shavings in between them.
Yep. So they knew that they would lose at least like 60% of them in the travel.
I don't know if it was 60.
I think it was that high because they only have about 80 pieces left.
Yeah, okay.
They could have broken over time.
Yeah, I would imagine, they used it, so people drop plates and stuff. But
another cool thing was when you first walk into the house, there's like a china cabinet, like 2 china cabinets set up in the front. I don't know, like foyer. Yeah. Wow, fancy. And our tour guide told us that actually used to be the gun case. So now they use it for the fancy china, but it was, it
was pretty neat.
Yeah.
Very nice.
We did learn a lot from that, actually.
Yeah, it was a really cool experience.
We learned that closets were meant for firewood.
Right.
Because every room, if you were rich enough, every room had a fireplace.
This place did.
Yep.
Every room had a fireplace.
So in the middle of the night, you don't want to have to walk downstairs or wherever you got to walk to get the wood. So they put all the wood in the closets, which is why they were so small.
Right. Right.
And because the tour guide was saying he was always wondering, these ladies all had these fancy dresses. So where the heck did all these where'd they put their dresses? They would have hit the floor if you put them in the closet. They would put them in the dresser.
The dresser.
Thus, the name.
It's in the name. My God. So that was cool. Where did we go after that? We went somewhere to eat, didn't we? Was that the night we went to... So, yeah, we went to a place to get crab dip. Was that the day we went to get crab dip?
Oh, yeah. Some, like...
Right?
Yeah.
You remember
Some
the name
seafood.
of that place?
No.
Me neither.
But it was right on the water.
I guess it wasn't memorable. And we didn't even really eat there because...
Oh, my God, we were full. Because all we did, all the whole trip was just eat
all
food.
All the days, yeah.
Yep.
We just enjoyed the local restaurants.
Yeah. And we're not used to eating 3 meals a day, so...
Right.
It was kind of, that's an activity. It's an activity to do when you're on vacation. So we're like, we got to go to dinner.
And the portions are big. Portions were good.
And I'm so funny because online it's like, book's up quick. Make sure you reserve a table. I'm like, I better make a reservation.
Did you?
Yes. So we get there and there's like 5 whole people in the restaurant. And I'm like, I reserved a table.
The place is massive.
She's like, yeah, okay. Great. Come this way.
So we got some crab dip on some crappy naan, and then we each had a beer, and then we got some friggin' crab claws. And
no, I had a margarita.
Oh, did you? Oh,
I
yeah,
think so.
Yeah.
Happy hour.
We got out of there quick. It was okay. Whatever. We went somewhere after that.
Quite the food critic.
We went somewhere after that.
No, that was a different day. Everything was like all these little islands near Charleston. So it's like you cross the bridge and you're on this different island. So we were on Shem Creek, which was a really nice area. A lot of fancy houses, vacation homes, things like that. Lots of boat docks.
Yeah, we did the plantation on Monday, right? Monday we were gone? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was, because Sunday it rained.
Yes.
So Sunday it rained.
We went to this downtown market. They have this like covered pavilion strip. It's like a whole length of a street.
Several city blocks.
Yeah. With it's just like a daily not farmers market, just a daily market. So craft vendors. There's a cigar bar. There were little coffee shops.
Yeah. People sell a lot of like hand-woven grass baskets down there.
Oh, that's a really big thing.
It's too big, actually. It's too big. And they're quite expensive. They are not affordable.
Yeah.
I understand a lot of hours go into them, but I saw one that was like $450, and it had to be 6 inches around. I was like, who's got $450 for a piece of grass? Quite literally. No dig on the artist. It's cool. It's just not practical. But anyway, we did that. We did go to a few breakfast places that were nice. Miller's all day. Right? Miller's all day.
Yeah, that was a nice little hip spot.
With the potatoes. Remember the potatoes?
Oh, the potatoes were good. I think they had some kind of... I don't think it was Old Bay. Dylan and I watched this documentary where there's some company down south that makes all the very similar flavored to Old Bay. I don't know what the name of it was, but he said whenever you go in the south and have these... what the heck? What do they do there? Boils? What's it called? I'm not good at this.
Well, they weren't doing crawdad boils.
No, but when they do crawdad boils, they always
shrimp boil.
Yeah,
shrimp bowl.
They do it with their seasoning.
Chesapeake Bay. No, it's definitely not. No,
it tasted like
too far south.
Old Bay, but I don't think it was.
Yeah,
is my point.
It was good. That's what it mattered. That's what mattered.
Off track. It was delicious.
Yeah, that was their home fries. Their home fries were like fried in tallow and doused in this spice, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
So the breakfast places were happening. We went to one place called Biscuit Boy?
Biscuit Bros.
Biscuit Bros. And got a burger for breakfast. And that was fantastic.
That guy was cool.
That guy was cool. I wish we would have got his name. Shout out to Biscuit Bros. 2 locations, Northern Charleston and wherever the hell we were. Oh, we were in Ashley, a town called Ashley. But, yeah, food was great. I will say probably my favorite spot that we ate was Poe's Place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Poe's Place was really good. We went because of our dog, but we stayed because of the food. No, it's a
And
place,
the Southern hospitality.
Yeah, and that girl was from Maine.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we actually met a few people that were not from the area. They were actually from New England.
Actually, the best hospitality we had, one guy was from Ohio.
Ryan, he was
Yep.
a Delaware native. Then he moved to Ohio.
Okay.
Then he moved to North Carolina. Then he moved to South Carolina, and he might be going to Savannah, Georgia. So, nice guy. We went to this place called the Frothy Beard. Was a brewery. We went for the name, definitely. And he was our waiter. He was great.
Our waiter / tour guide. He was so sweet.
Yeah.
He was telling us all these places to go, and when we went to get our check, he had a little handwritten note of all the stops we should go to.
Comment.
Broken out into categories like nature, food,
Yep.
whatever.
Drink.
Yep.
So we hit up a few places on his list, and Poe's Burgers was on there. And it's named after the poet Edgar Allan Poe, not our dog, surprisingly.
Yeah.
So everything in the restaurant was like goth and Edgar Allan Poe themed. So it was kind of cool. You know, you go into the bathroom and the wallpaper is just like different sheets of his poetry, like wall to wall.
Yeah, that
And
was really cool.
It was really cool. And they're known for their burgers, and so am I.
And their fish tacos.
They're known for their fish tacos?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think.
that's what you got.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
That's what they're known for to me now.
But all the stuff on the menu had like Edgar Allan Poe themed names. Like I think I got the Black Cat Burger, I think. And
There was a Telltale Heart,
Yeah, a lot of
the
different.
Raven.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those fries were good too.
Oh my gosh.
We'll comment. The fries everywhere we went.
Everywhere we went,
Yeah.
the potatoes were good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like they're growing them there or something. I don't know.
Something.
I don't know. Some of them might have been all right, but they were good.
They take pride in how they cook their potatoes.
Like that video we saw last night. What are you doing here? Anyway, yeah, so the food was dynamite. The sights were seen in a day, not gonna lie. You could probably see all what's worth seeing down there in the span of an afternoon. The historical district in waterfront Charleston was beautiful, opulent, and expensive. I can't even imagine what those houses cost to live in, let alone rent for a day or something, you know. Yeah, so the history was cool. Architecture was super neat. Poverty is everywhere.
Food
so,
good.
Yeah, food good.
Beach nice.
Yeah, beach different.
Beach clean.
You know, we had donuts, hot donuts, and coffee on the beach one morning. We went to this place called Annie's Hot Donuts. Also, thank you, Ryan, for that suggestion. I will say, donuts, expensive, but made fresh to order. And not like they flavor it fresh to order, like they turn on the automated donut making machine / fryolator / Flavor Express, I don't know. And they just like print them out. They print them out with this little dough thing, and the thing flips them, and they're frying for like, I don't know, a minute a side.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And they come out, and you can mix and match your toppings with your icing and your flavors and stuff. It was pretty neat. So we got 3 of them. 2 coffees, went to the beach. You know what the worst part about it is you have to always find a place to park. That's my least favorite thing.
Yeah, pretty
You
much
know?
everywhere we go. For some reason, we always pick cities to go to because it just seems like it's
Thing
the
to do, I
tourist
guess,
it's the
yeah.
tourist vacation spots that we pick. And you're looking for somewhere warmer. Everywhere, yeah, you got to pay to park. Or it was a funny one. I've never seen it before. It said no tires on the pavement. So there was little pull-off areas that were dirt.
Yeah.
No tires allowed on the pavement. You better pull over far enough
Yeah.
that no tires are touching.
Yeah. Also, it didn't really seem like in that part of town there was anyone really policing that.
No, well, we also went in January, so I bet it's
Right.
crazy in the
Oh.
summertime. Yeah.
Stupid. stupid in the summertime because all these beaches are free public access. So like they're parking in people's yards and shit. I kind of get it, but also sucks.
Yeah.
What else? Was there another place? I would say that was probably the best. Yeah, that was a highlight.
We went to the Smoothie King. That was a highlight for me. It was this drive-through smoothie place, kind of like a tropical smoothie cafe like we have around here. And I was thinking it was going to be some bougie, the menu I was reading online. I was like, oh my God, this place is going to be full of like gym rats and buff people and whatever. We go and it's like a McDonald's basically for smoothies.
Yeah.
And the serving size was huge. I got a medium and it was like...
Oh, that was the day of the Magnolia plantation because you left it in the car and then you drank it when we got back and it was just like weird transparent liquid.
It was apple juice in there. It wasn't milky.
Well, you told me that after the fact. I thought it was milk.
Don't tell my secrets.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah.
But they had all kinds of different flavors and different caffeine boosts or vitamin boosts or whatever, blah, blah. It was fun. I wish they had them around here.
Yeah, and it was drive-through.
That's what the coolest part was.
Yeah.
I was like, what? That's cool.
I'll take the pineapple, please.
Yep. Yeah.
So all in all, it was a good trip. We were very happy to be coming home, even considered coming home early.
I was telling someone that, and they made me feel better about that. They said, that's my favorite part about vacation, is that you get away where you don't have to think about things from back home, and then you're excited to get back home. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm happy to be back. Happy to be back eating our food again. Because you can't buy that diet.
You can't buy 45 boiled eggs.
Yeah,
Elsewhere.
freshly laid, freshly boiled.
Yep.
Dago Farm. And our route getting there was pretty easy. No problems with the plane. No problems with the rental car. So all in all, it was an okay trip. Feeling refreshed and ready for the 2026 season here at the farm. We got baby chicks coming in next week.
February 2nd.
And 4th.
Wow, Groundhog Day.
Oh.
Whether they say, what is the thing?
He ain't
4
seen
more
his
weeks?
shadow.
Six more weeks?
Yeah, 6.
So whether they say spring's early or not, it's starting for us. We got baby chicks.
Yeah, that's our first batch of meat birds and our first and only batch of baby pullet chicks. For those of you out there listening that might want to add to your layer flock, contact us today.
We are doing silver-laced Wyandottes,
Buff
Orpingtons.
Yep. Easter eggers.
Of course.
And black Australorps.
Just 4? I thought there was one more.
Nope, just 4 this year.
Okay.
Keeping it simple.
If you're not sure which ones to get, the silver lace Wyandottes are one of my favorites. They're gorgeous.
They are pretty.
They're like a fancier.
Chicken.
No. What's the other one we have there? I don't really like them.
Barred Rock.
No, the black and white striped ones that kind of look like the silver lace.
Barred Rock.
Yeah? Oh, okay. For some reason, I was thinking those were red. Yep, the Barred Rocks.
Those are Island Reds you're thinking of.
Yeah. Anyways,
That's
the
all right.
silver lace are better, and then the buff Orpingtons, they're so cute and fluffy looking. They're like a sandy
Good
brown
moms,
color.
those. Good moms.
Oh.
Yeah, super broody.
Nice.
Yep, and
Oh, you know what? That was another thing.
Oh.
We brought coffee.
This is how old we are.
This is so funny, too, because we are going to go to the Homesteaders of America again this year, and we've already been looking at our Airbnb, and we plan on driving, so we're going to bring a coffee pot, just in case they only have a Keurig.
So this place had a Keurig, a single-serve piece of crap, garbage, piece of... Ugh. Listen, if you can't start your day right with Two Dogs coffee, there's no need to get out of bed.
No. So we brought Two Dogs coffee with us.
We did.
Knowing that truth.
And the night we landed, when we were at the Food Lion, we found a reusable K-cup. K-cup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A K-cup cup.
A K-cup. And tried it out the next day, and it sucked.
Yes, just not good.
That Keurig couldn't make a good cup of coffee if it needed to.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it needed to. It was ready to throw it out the window. That didn't lock properly. Anyway, we're sitting here right now enjoying our favorite coffee.
That's right.
And that is Two Dogs coffee. Guys, if you're anything like me, your day starts the same pretty much every day. You wake up, you drag yourself over to the coffee pot, and you begin to brew yourself that sweet elixir that's going to keep you going all day. Now, where we differ is what's in that coffee pot. We're not big fans of the big commercial coffee companies. The flavor's just not there. We're big fans of Two Dogs Coffee Company, and for the past 2 seasons, that's all we've been drinking. And I mean literally 2 seasons, 2 full years. Two Dogs Coffee is the only coffee that we brew. Artisanally roasted, fresh to order, and ethically sourced, Two Dogs Coffee is the only thing that we've been drinking here at the farm. This is not a paid advertisement, okay? I just like them over there. Brittany and Gwillem, they do great business, and they create such a good product. I can't put it down. I'm having some right now. I'm a big fan of their original Frank's blend. Brazilian and Colombian beans, and it's a medium roast. Hints of caramel, chocolate, some other stuff. It's coffee. Two Dogs Coffee. It's All right. Okay, so our trip was good, rejuvenating, eye-opening, and exhausting. Now that we're back, we're getting into the flow of things yet again. Bakery's happening, chicks are coming in, even the grow room is producing minimal, but it still has some delicious, zesty microgreens in there. Now, part of today's topic is the new food pyramid and the old food pyramid. What's the food pyramid? If you don't know, look it up. But also, the food pyramid is the dietary guidelines that the government put out back in, I think it was 93, the official one, or 92, yes, was first a visual representation of your daily recommendations, okay? So, starting at the bottom of the pyramid, the government had bread, cereal, rice, and pasta, okay? All carbs, all gluten, and they suggested 6 to 11 servings of that daily. That's crazy. I don't think I ever got that. You? Mm-mm. No. Good. Well, cereal, cereal for breakfast. Mm-hmm. Maybe if you have eggs, you have toast, that's bread. If you have a rice dish throughout the day, or you have pasta with dinner, I guess it could add up relatively quickly.
Mm. And you got to think, most people eat more than one serving.
Yeah, of course, right?
Because one serving is like the size of your fist.
Right.
So I'm eating more spaghetti than that.
Of course, yeah. I think most of us are.
Yeah.
So that wasn't a great guideline to go off of. Then from there, it goes up to vegetable and fruit groups. Then we were suggesting 3 to 5 servings of vegetables per day and 2 to 4 servings of fruit per day. I probably didn't get that either.
I could get that. I love vegetables.
We could get that. We should. And we're working on that, actually. We're going to talk about that towards the end of the show, what we've been trying. Then the next level up is milk, yogurt, and cheese, along with meat, poultry, fish, dry beans, eggs, and nuts. Both of these groups, you should only have 2 to 3 servings per day. But see, that's also changed now. We're going to get into the new one. And that's where, your real brain food is.
Yeah, it's crazy they would say not to get more than 2 servings of meat.
Yeah, well, keep you dumb, right? And right at the top of the pyramid are fats, oils, and sweets.
Okay.
Fats are good for you if they come from animal, in my opinion. Oil is good for you if it's olive or avocado. But like canola, vegetable oil, corn oil, none of that stuff is good for you.
Isn't it wild? I didn't learn vegetable oil is basically just soybeans until a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know exactly what it was, but I didn't think it was just one vegetable.
Well, it's vague marketing.
It's like, why not just call it soybean oil?
No one would buy it.
Right. But that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just soys.
Even canola. I didn't know that canola is like a grain until this year, actually. I don't know if I should be embarrassed to admit that or not. But
it's not like you grow it. So
no. I had no idea what canola even meant.
Yeah. So that was the government's release of the food pyramid, a visual release of the food pyramid in 1992. And now, a lot of that's been kind of debunked, whereas this pyramid says eat a lot of bread, Okay? And FYI, in America, our bread is not bred in other countries by law in other countries. So that should tell you something. Our bread that we make here is bread. Okay? We basic few ingredients, and it's all sourdough based, so it's legitimate.
But to some degree, it's also not.
Well, if you're gonna eat bread, that's the best version to eat.
It is. I use King Arthur's flour, or I'll use Bob's Red Mill if I
Both
make
quality.
a job lot trip. But you got to think these are large corporations. I haven't sourced locally, mostly because we live in Connecticut.
Yeah, that's tough. That's
Which
so
I have
tough.
heard there are some places you can get flour and stuff around here. I think there's one in starts with like an M, maybe Milford or something, or maybe I'm just thinking that because it's milled. Hee hee.
Monroe.
But anyways,
Yeah.
these large companies, they got to be spraying to some degree.
Oh yeah, of course they're spraying. You don't grow wheat.
You don't grow that much wheat and sell it all around the United States and not be sourcing it from multiple different places
Right.
with conventional processes.
But also what you want to look for is enriched or not enriched flour.
True. So King Arthur's is not enriched, and it doesn't have, I believe they call it bromide.
Oh.
It's not bromide, which I think maybe is just another word for enriched. We should look that up.
Okay.
But anyways, the point is, that's why you'll hear commonly that if you go to like Italy or something, you can eat pizza all day and you don't get bloated. You don't have a stomach ache.
Bromine or bromide?
Ooh, bromine. Bromide
Okay.
looks like poison.
This says bromide, Br, is a toxic, highly reactive chemical element, a reddish-brown liquid
That
at room
can't be
temperature with a strong odor belonging to the halogen family like chlorine and iodine.
That can't be it.
It doesn't occur freely in nature, but is extracted from brines and seawater used in flame retardants, water treatment, spas, pharmaceuticals, dyes, and pesticides, and is essential in small amounts for life. So,
No, try it.
yeah, I also, bromide. That's right.
Type in bromide
Okay,
and
so
bread.
bromide, here we go. Bromide, a compound of bromine with another element or group, okay, radicals, especially a salt containing anion, okay. What do you want me to type in?
Bread.
Just type in bread.
No.
Bread without bromide?
Yes.
All right. Bread without potassium bromate or bromine is widely available and often labeled as no bromate, unbleached, or made with alternative dough conditions like enzymes or ascorbic acid, offering a healthier option as bromate is a potential carcinogen, with brands like King Arthur and Dave's Killer Bread providing bromate-free products. To find it, look for clean ingredient lists, organic brands, or those specifying no potassium bromate, please, or made with enzymes.
Okay, I knew I wasn't totally crazy.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So those of you out there who are starting your eat bread, that's good for you journey, look for that. Or if you want to make bread, look for those brands, King Arthur or Dave's Killer Bread. Okay, that's pretty good. What we're going to do now is we're actually going to talk about the new FDA Food Pyramid
The brand new.
that has, I don't know if it's caused controversy, but it's made people think for sure, and that's good.
I don't see how it possibly could cause controversy because,
Well, in this culture, we shoot the messenger, and we
Like-
don't listen to the message. You know,
ooh, America is like the fattest
In the world.
and the most unhealthy. So
in the world,
in the world.
in the known world, we are the fattest. Yeah. Okay, so we don't have the same kind of breakdown in front of us, but we will go over it roughly because we have a visual. Let's see here. So all they did was the feds flipped the pyramids. Now we have an upside down pyramid for all of you out there that pay attention to symbols and signs. Just kidding. And on the bottom of the food pyramid is still grain and bread.
Stuff you're not supposed to have.
So stuff you should have the very least of
Okay.
is now whole grain, cereals, breads, things like that.
Okay.
In the middle of the food pyramid, I'm going to call this 3 different groups, not 4 or 5 or whatever the last one had. Right in the middle, we've got fruit, we've got some dairy products like butter, yogurt.
Nuts.
We got nuts, we got shrimp, I don't know why that's there, avocado. And then in the next we have oil, like olive oil.
Okay.
Fatty fish, looks like salmon. Looks like a wheel of cheese up there. We got broccoli, carrots, yogurt,
olive oil,
a whole chicken,
Did I say that?
prime rib, milk, whole milk,
This one has some good pictures.
Yeah, I guess.
It's from NPR.
Great. NPR, brought to you in part by. Anyway, so this new pyramid suggests that the last one was completely wrong. And I would have to agree.
Or just upside down.
Definitely upside down. Definitely upside down. Okay, we kind of eat this way. Granted, we do make bread, but like we don't have grains in every single meal. There's no way.
No.
We just don't inherently.
But I always grew up thinking rice was good for you. Rice is better than pasta. And
yeah, I would say that
it's
still.
really not.
No?
I don't think so.
Is that because it's how it's grown and sprayed or treated?
Maybe because like white rice. But we buy jasmine rice. Jasmine. Or what's that other one everybody does? Basmati. Ooh.
Oh, okay. For those of all of you that just heard that obnoxious beep, that is the GoPro powering down. Anyway, yeah, so we're fortunate to be able to live this way so we can provide this diet for ourselves. We don't have to rely on the store most of the season to eat vegetables and eat meats. But we do get our dairy locally, thank God. Angela, shout out to Angela at Woodstock Creamery, making some of the finest dairy products I think we've had.
And the best beef products.
Oh, hands down. Hands down the best beef. We have sampled...
Best ground beef I've ever had.
Yeah, no gristle. We never have a problem. We've used sources in the past, and I'm sure I've talked about it before, that we've got returned beef on. So we lose money, you know? We've never had a single package of Angela's meat returned.
No.
Or complained about.
No.
Or anything. Because
Well, the
it's
only
quality.
complaint I've ever heard, which wasn't really a complaint, was that it's quite juicy. Like it's
They do an 80-20.
Yep. So
Not a 90-10.
yeah, so there's more fat that seeps out in the pan.
Well, there's more. Yeah, right.
Right.
You
That's
know.
it. But that's where the flavor's
But
at.
yeah, I was gonna say, if you asked me, I'd rather have that fat than no fat.
Yeah.
You know, that fat seems good for you. But yeah, so the food pyramid is completely flipped, and now I also heard part of the new flip is that instead of having like 6 to 8 grams of protein a day, we should actually be having double. We should eat double the amount of the recommended protein. And it wasn't grams, I'm sorry, it was ounces. I think it was like 6 to 8 ounces.
Okay.
But now you should have like a pound or so.
Okay.
And I've even seen people complain about this in the sense that, you know, people that just don't like one side of politics or the other. Folks that were like, oh, we need to clear more land to support the new FDA pyramid so we can have more steak. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with having
love
more steak. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So we can eat better, we can live longer? Come on. You're never going to convince me
But
that
maybe
that's
give
bad.
up some of the, well, I guess I was going to say give up some of the soybean land.
Hey, how about stop turning farms into solar fields? How about some of that?
Well, we could do that first.
Until every single commercial building, every single Walmart, every single Target, all these corporations have solar on their roofs and in their parking lots, then they should not be selling farmland to turn it into that, okay? The farmland is way more valuable, and quite frankly, commercial entities like that should have some kind of duty to produce energy. They take up the square footage is ridiculous. Their use of energy is astronomical. They should produce their own at the very least. That should be regulation. And I don't believe in regulating business like that, but those guys are running the world. They're not running just their little one Walmart location. Okay, they affect change on a global level, so they got to have responsibility on some kind of level like that. That's my feeling on it. I also feel that way about like fast food places. We all pay a clean air tax every year in Connecticut. Like it's an emissions tax. There should be a fast food emissions tax. How many emissions take place while you sit there in line? Just burning gasoline. I digress. So that I think is good. The whole food pyramid flip is good. I'm happy to see people waking up. And you know what else? I think an unintended consequence of the government doing this is more people are going to shop local. Why? Because you can get pretty much any kind of meat, pretty much any kind of vegetable you want locally. And now, dairy, no one's growing olives in our area, but dairy, baked goods, things like that, you can find locally. We make the baked goods, okay? We use a local dairy. Our eggs are fresh. Like, you can source the new Food Pyramid's recommendation in your town, in this area, at least.
Heck, you and I have gone...
Heck. Oh, gee, heck. Oh, gee, mister.
I wanted to butt in, but that's how I chose to do it.
Oh, heck.
Oh, heck.
Oh,
We've
shucks.
been watching tons of DIY videos on fresh mozzarella.
Oh, it's coming.
It's
to a
coming.
plate near you.
We're gonna, well, it's going to our plate, but
Whatever. It's
we're
near
gonna
you.
make it because it's pretty simple. So you don't find local cheeses as much. There's a couple places around us, but hard cheeses you don't find them.
Yeah, I think...
Not that mozzarella's a hard cheese, but we've been watching cheddar videos. Like, they have this farm cheddar.
Farmhouse cheddar
wheel. I don't know.
wheel.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get more into that.
Yeah.
That'll be a whole episode once we start making cheese. But I'm kind of committed. I'm definitely interested.
And you know what? Side note, we're Dr. Berg fans. We watched this video about cauliflower
Crust.
pizza crust.
Yeah.
Try to have a carb-free meal. Well, we did it. It was delicious.
It was.
1 head of cauliflower, 2 eggs, and a bag and a half, or well, 3
2
cups.
cups.
3
Oh.
cups of cheese.
Okay.
Made a whole, like, large pie, and then an almost whole large pie.
Like
So
a
we got
small.
yeah,
A
we got
personal size.
2 pizzas out of it. I thought that was good conversion. And if we grow cauliflower this year and make a mozzarella out of some fresh milk, I mean,
Oh my gosh.
come on. Can't grow the flour, folks, but we can grow the broccoli, the cauliflower, and man, it was good. It was tasty.
Cauliflower is an underrated vegetable.
Cruciferous veggie. We all need it. It's good for you.
It's an unsung hero, really.
A lot of applications.
Yes.
So anyway, I'm sorry if you wanted a little bit more detail on the food pyramid. I didn't do the deep dive that I really wanted to do on all the different levels and recommendations, but it's fairly obvious and it's pretty straightforward. Eat less processed food, eat more shit that you can identify by looking at it, okay? You know what's the ingredients in a steak? The steak. When you buy a box of cookies or a thing of crackers at the store, especially at the supermarket, not from a local person, artisan, whatever, you can't even pronounce half the stuff in there, okay? And that's not identifiable. Yes,
Right.
it looks like a cracker, but I don't know what I was going to say, shoot, how embarrassing. Anyway, that's going to do...
Can't even pronounce.
I can't even pronounce it. Some kind of sulfate. Anyway, there's a ton of preservatives in those foods, and if you can look at a piece of, like, a food item and just know it's one ingredient, like broccoli's got broccoli and steak is steak, then you are on the right track. And I think that's what the government is telling us. Stay away from the center of the grocery store and go to a farm to get your food as often as you can. Pay a little bit more, enjoy life a little bit more, and die a little bit less. So that's going to do it for this episode of the Simply Growing Food podcast. Cass, you got anything you want to say to the fans? I don't know when you're going to be back on.
Well, I just had so much fun. Thanks for listening. I might be back soon.
Gee. Aw, heck. We hope you found this educational and informational, and if not, that's a shame. Bye-bye.